It's your boy Fist in his house, bringing you another great edition of Call of Duty for me to you, because that's what I do. And it's the weekend. I forgot about that. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You gotta love those days. And I was gonna cover this video. We talked about it in the last video. Weapon-specific maps. Yes. And I said that, you know, once people, you have to realize this. Here's what you have to realize. Not everybody is out there when Call of Duty Black Ops 2 comes out. MLG players, YouTube players are always going to be better. You know why? Because they have more time than the average person has to play the game. So once that curve's, you know, gone, when summer gets here, when everybody gets out of college and they're out of school, and then everybody gets back up to speed in summer, it's pretty much all the same. So then you come to the realization that if that were the case, if everybody started out in the beginning like I did, and MLG players and so on and so forth, then you would have weapon-specific maps. You know, like what I'm going to discuss now. Now, this is a bare minimum. This is a bare minimum striker. We're talking, the only thing it has on it is a grip. That's the only thing I unlocked for this thing. I don't have damage. And I think there's a part in here when I lose to a quick scoping sniper MSR. I mean, if I had damage on it and I was in a fight with that guy, he would have lost. But I didn't have damage on it. That's the only time in close quarter situations that you'll lose. But in this particular map, bootleg, and there's other maps out there that I'll try to cover them all, but you could pretty much, you know, once you funnel it down and you have enough hours and kills and time into the game, and you realize that there is ultimate weapons based on map knowledge that cannot be beat on any map. You know, if you take a couple guys with striker and you put them on bootleg, now there's gonna be people who'll be like, I can beat them. You know, if you're going out of your way and, you know, trying to stay alive because people are trying to accomplish that in a game, or you got video, it's because you went out of your way and did it. It's not because it naturally happened that way. If you have 3 or 4 people on the other team, or it has strikers, bootleg you're pretty much done. There is no escaping the striker on the bootleg. If you want to dominate on this map, the only other way that you can beat the striker on this map, and it'd be pretty hard, is that you'd have to have the Akimbo FMG9s. And see, this is the people don't realize. You know, the FMG9s and the striker, they equalize each other. If somebody brings out the striker with damage and extended mags, which I don't have in this video, it's just a bare striker, and it just goes to show you that, you know, people sit there and they bitch about this shotgun, when in all reality, I don't have nothing on this. I don't have extended mags, I don't have damage, I just have the grip on it. If you literally take this shotgun compared it to Modern Warfare 2 striker shotgun, they're basically the same. But it's a strong weapon because of the map and the map knowledge. So when you have weapon-specific maps like this one, and you use the striker, the only thing that could beat it is the Akimbo FMG9s. And the reason why it can beat it is because 99% of the people who use a striker are not, like, they're not an expert at it. They're good at it, but they're not an expert at it. So what you could do is, if you got a team that's heavy and they're going on you with the strikers, and bring out the FMG9 Akimbos, and you could drop shot them, because the striker has a pattern that spreads out like a cone. So if you drop shot them with the FMG9s, you know, you'll increase your range, because then you'll damper the effect of the striker coming in at you. So that's where the balance is on those two weapons. And a lot of people, I figured that out the first week or two in the game, because, you know, I was getting my ass kicked by the striker. So I was like, okay, what can I beat the striker with? And the only thing that can beat the striker is the FMG9s. So you always have to have that combination. And you'll notice too, like, and there's certain parts in this gameplay where you have to have the striker with smoke. And that gives you, what smoke does with the striker, it cuts the distance down so you can get close to your enemy and kill them. So like, if you know, in the stretches of this map, if they're long, just throw a smoke. And here's the great thing about smoke. They don't know if you're going to go through it. They don't know to throw a flashbang. They don't know if you're going to go around it. They don't know if you're going to wait to see if the smoke dissipates. They don't know nothing. So that's the great thing about smoke. It's not like in Modern Warfare 2, they threw smoke, they could still see you because you had to have cold-blooded on, and that as well, and they could still see through that. So, you know, that's the great thing about this whole setup. You can use a striker with smoke. You cut down the distances on a lot of maps. Now, I'm not saying the strikers are great for all the maps, but I'm saying for Bootleg, it can't be beat, especially if you have damage. Once you got damage on it, it's a wrap. There's nothing that can beat the striker on Bootleg. But I'll cover some of the other maps that are, you know, that other weapons are more, that are better weapon-specific maps. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this interesting commentary. Please take time, show some love. Until next time, it's your boy Fizz. Peace out.